If I see one more person give the advice of just network more without actually telling you what to do, I'm absolutely going to lose my mind. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Singer Saved by Sales podcast. My name is Jordan Schreiner. I'm an opera singer, I'm a voice teacher, and I am an online entrepreneur. And today I want to get into the discussion about networking. How do we network? What is networking? And what do we do when we feel like networking makes us want to throw up? I'm going to give you some ideas, some concepts, and some tools today that you can use to kind of start developing those skills and put them into action this week, this month, this summer. So we've all heard it. Networking is the most powerful tool that you can have as an artist, which is true. But when you think about going out to network, what does that actually mean? I can remember early in my career trying to figure out how to put myself out there. If y'all have never met me in person, I'm actually very introverted. You all see my internet side of me. My internet side of me is loud because I know that to translate online, I need to be a little bit bigger and bolder than how I am because the internet kind of cuts you in half. But in person, I'm very chill. I'm very introverted and I'm not loud. And so for me, putting myself out there felt like a concept that I would rather just live under a rock. I'd rather eat glass. I don't want to put myself out there. You'll find me in the corner of the room hanging out waiting for someone else to approach me. The biggest thing to realize is that networking is not about sucking up. As soon as you try to suck up, you come across with that commission breath. You know, when you walk into an audition and you're like, oh my God, I gotta book this job. Did you book that job? Probably not. Unless there's like some real desperation and your body responds to desperation. Sometimes that might work out for you. But that feeling of desperation, of sucking up, of feeling like I have to go out and meet new people today, you're going to probably come off as a psychopath. So let's kind of get a strategy in place here, figure out what we actually need to do. The thing I like to think about is that networking is about building relationships before you need them. We want to be able to give value to people. We want to be able to build real relationships that are deeper than surface level so that when we do want to go and ask for help with something or ask for advice, it's not like you're just trying to cash in and someone be like, oh, they were just buddying up to me because they need something from me. That's the last thing we want to do. We want to build real relationships so that we can help each other further down the line. Some of us just need a reframe around what networking actually is. In my opinion, networking is being seen. So networking is being seen in the space, right? So if you're an introvert like me, it is a skill set to be like, okay, I'm going to put myself a little bit more in the center of the room. Okay, I'm going to go introduce myself to 1 or 3 new people at this cocktail party or at this recital or at this donor event, rather than just standing in the corner. We do need to be seen, but being seen is also about being seen online. And if y'all are not new here, you've been around for a little while, you know that I love to preach around building personal brand, putting yourselves out there, etc. So how can you focus on being a little bit more visible to people today, tomorrow, this month, both in person and online? Network is also about building trust and staying top of mind. So the building trust aspect is, are these relationships that you're building coming from a genuine connection, or are they coming from a, hey, I'm going to need something from you. Hey, I'm going to want you to hire me next season. Hey, I'm going to. If you're trying to build a relationship from that, people feel it. It's scammy. It's Pamela Anderson, and no one wants to be a part of it. Now, staying top of mind, that is a whole skill set in itself because we need to think about what that really means. One of the best ways that we can do that in 2025 and beyond is through social media, staying top of mind, that your content is being seen, that you're regularly creating content so people see you, so the algorithms are pushing you out there. But staying top of mind is also about staying in touch with people. Maybe it's not through social media, but it is through texting, or maybe it's through LinkedIn, or maybe it's through email, that you're staying in contact with people that you have worked with in the past. That's going to be really important. And if you haven't started building a list of all the professional people that you've met and worked with or have some sort of relationship with, you should start building a strategy now to start staying top of mind with those people. Now, some of you hear me talking about sending an email, sending a text, friending someone on social media, and you're thinking, well, that feels fake, or I don't want to bother people, or that I'm too introverted for that. I get it. Okay, I'm like the biggest introvert on the planet. Not kidding. But the hard truth about this is that the people that win in this industry are not the ones that are the most talented. They are the ones that are most willing to get uncomfortable. They are the ones that are most willing to put themselves out there and build relationships with people. So I understand that it might not feel natural. It might not feel like that's something that you're excited to wake up and do tomorrow, but it is something that's required of the field, and you have to build that skill just like you singing through your passaggio. You have to figure out how your body can do that, how your brain can allow you to go out and start making new relationships with people, even if it's just one. Start with one and let it build out from there. So when we think networking, I'm sure the first thing you're thinking about is like, okay, I'm going to the summer program this summer. I need to connect with all these people and then figure out how to stay in touch with them. But one of the most powerful things that we can do that I mentioned earlier is online networking. Really connecting with people, making sure that you add people on social media, that you send them a message. Because let me tell you, on Instagram and TikTok, leaving people comments on their content is a great way to stay top of mind. Leaving comments on their content is a great way to build relationships, to build trust. Because when people see your name in a meaningful comment, people remember those types of interactions. How can you respond to stories? Not in a way of trying to get something from people, but taking a real genuine interest rather than just doom scrolling. If you're going to doom scroll, can you make that shift in your brain that instead of just scrolling to numb the pain from whatever happened today, if I'm going to scroll, can I also go into network? Can I also stay connected to people? Another great way to network is to repost things. Post things in your stories, repost on TikTok, etc. How can you give your artistic friends or your artistic collaborators a boost on social media? It's a great way to network. Are you sending DMs to people that you connect with in public? When you're in a normal conversation with someone, whether it's a networking event, whether it's a recital, whether it's something in between, and y'all connect and you end up following each other, send them a DM and say, hey, it was so great to connect with you at Blank's recital. I look forward to staying connected. That's real. That's genuine. And then if they don't respond, then maybe you leave it alone for a little while. If they do respond, maybe you build a deeper relationships in the DMs. Social media. It is meant to be social. And so many of us are not using the platforms for what they're intended for. So moving into in-person networking, let's talk about like the summer programs, the master classes, the faculty mixers, the opera cast parties, whatever world that you are in. I think one of the best things you can do today is think about asking better questions. How many of you have been in an artistic event and a donor or fellow artist says something like, so what's next? And in the back of your head, you're like, I don't have anything booked at all for the rest of the year. Not a great question to ask. Can you ask better questions? Say, for example, you're at a summer program. Hey, so how did you find out about this program? Was this recommended from a teacher? Was this recommended from your school? Cool. Your teacher recommended to you. Who's your teacher? Oh, that's awesome. Where do they teach? Like, can you ask better questions that are really tied into the relationship of the person? And literally, if you feel like I'm so introverted, I don't know how to be a person, I don't know how to ask good questions, go to ChatGPT. Go to the GOOGLE. Ask what are great questions to ask at a networking event. Because this is the thing, is that I think you all expect yourselves that you're just supposed to know it. Networking is a skill. Just like your artistry is a skill. Just like anything that you have to do is a skill. So make sure that you set yourself up for success before you go to the next thing, before you go to the next summer program, before you go to the next gig. Look for 10 questions to ask at networking events and personalize them to you, your situation, and your niche. Let's transition into some mistakes that I see in general networking. Number one is treating people like a freaking vending machine. You are just looking to take. You're looking to take. You're looking to take. You are dropping in a little bit of something in hopes of taking something else, right? You drop in that dollar, you're looking to take the pack of M&Ms. It's definitely not a dollar with inflation anymore, but you get the point, right? Don't treat people like vending machines. These are real people, real relationships. Number two, don't ghost people after they help you. If they connect you to someone, if they get you an audition, if they actually reach out to you to make a real connection, don't ghost them. Now, if you're like me and your DMs look like a bomb went off, a tornado came through, and that you're constantly buried, there are some exceptions to the rule. Okay, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but when someone gives you help, when someone does something for you, when someone's connecting with you, do your very best to not ghost them. Give back what they are throwing at you and build that deeper relationship. The other mistake that I'm seeing people do is they're only looking to connect up, and that is, people can feel it and people can see it, and it looks really gross. Only looking to climb the social ladder, looking up, 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 rather than like, who's around me? Who's at my level? Because let me tell you, Sally Sue, who you graduated with, who maybe had a wobble back in the day, is going to get her crap together and is probably going to skyrocket. And so if you do not build those relationships, people are going to remember, oh, he did not care about me when I had a wobble, but now that I'm singing at X, Y, and Z, now he wants to connect. Don't be that person. It's disgusting and no one wants to be friends with you. Make sure you connect up, connect wide, connect down, connect across. You never know who you're going to be able to work with next, and you never know who you're going to be contracted with again. So making sure that you are building those relationships and people remember you as being a good human with genuine intentions. Remember that our industry is small. Kindness goes a long way. People remember how you made them feel. People don't care how educated you are, care about much other than how you made them feel. So that is what they're going to hang on to, and that's what you should be thinking about when it comes to networking. So I want to give you a challenge today for your networking. If you're like, oh my God, I'm so introverted, I would rather E-class than network. What I want you to do is I want you to send a DM to someone that you admire today. Not an ask, not any sort of vending machine relationship. Send a message to someone that you admire, whether it's their artistry, whether it's something that they posted online, responding to a story. Let them know. Send a message of gratitude. Get out of your comfort zone today and start utilizing social media. The next challenge I would give you is go leave a meaningful comment every day on someone's social media. Build real relationships, build connections. And the third thing I would love to encourage you to do is send a text message or an email to a past teacher, coach, mentor, conductor, whatever, and send them a thank you note and connect with them. Not an ask, not, hey, can I sing for you in the future? Hey, I was just reflecting on our time doing blank. I hope things are going well with you. Whereabouts in the world are you? Are you still at blank? Something like that. Again, go to the online resources if you don't know what to say, but you want to do one of these challenges. Working is not about showing off, it's about showing up. And if you can start implementing some of these strategies, you can actually start playing the networking game and actually start moving your career forward instead of just hearing a teacher mentor be like, gotta network, you gotta put yourself out there. Here are some strategies that I use every single day to network. I can tell you when you do this consistently, opportunities show up. Not because you begged for them, but because people remember who you are and they remember how you made them feel. If this episode helped shift your mindset a little bit around networking, gave you some tactical things that you can go do, I would love for you to take a screenshot of the artwork you see on your screen right now and post it to your Instagram stories, your Facebook stories, tag me at JMS Tenor. And if you got value from this, please leave a 5-star review. That would help us get seen in the algorithm. It pushes it out to other musicians, and I would be forever grateful. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week. Take care of yourselves, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the next episode.